Hey YouTube fam, this is your girl Tall Trends and I am back with another wig fitting review. So today we're going to be trying on this unit from the Butta lace line. I've reviewed, I believe, one wig so far on my channel from this line, and that particular unit was Butta lace number 8, and I really liked it. So I only own one now, but I've purchased 2 of the Butta 8 lace units in different colors. The first one I liked so much that it wore out really quickly. I was wearing it to my workout classes and everything. I was sweating all through the wig. It did not last. I got my money's worth. And then the second one I got in a different color. I will post the link somewhere so you could jump over it just in case you want to be reminded of that review. The wig fit pretty well, and it wasn't too tight. So I didn't recommend it, I don't think, up to a 26-inch head circumference size. I can't quite recall, but I know that it fit well for up to 25 inches in circumference. As I have mentioned before in some of my previous reviews, the Butta lace line is a hit or miss for women who have like larger head circumference sizes. And I believe one of the reasons it might be a hit or a miss is because the Butta lace line doesn't feature lace closure or lace frontal wigs. So the cap construction is almost a full wig, and then it just has a bit of lace in the front of the hairline and where the parting space is. That has been my experience of the Butta lace unit so far. Now, I would say from my experience, and that experience is either from buying some of the Butta lace wigs or trying them on at my local beauty supply store, some of them are too tight. I don't like wearing my wigs very tight because they give me a headache. It's just very uncomfortable. I know some folks do like rocking wigs that are tight because then they don't have to worry about pinning the wig down, gluing it down, or sewing it down. But I'm one of those folks. I can't have like a tight ponytail. I can't wear headbands. Like, it's so easy for me to get a headache, no tight fitting hats or anything like that. So it's really important that my wigs fit. So we'll be trying on this wig together to see if this is one that we can add to our wig wardrobe. I'm very excited about this wig. I have not tried it on yet, and I have not tried anything similar to this wig yet. So one of the reasons that I'm pretty excited about it is because of the color that I purchased. I have it in this balayage hazelnut, and I'm gonna get in pretty close so you can see it there. This is a beautiful color. I tend to really gravitate towards these very pretty brown or chocolate type wigs. It's just that I don't run into them quite often, or if I do, they don't fit my head. So I purchased this one off of Amazon. I'm gonna have all the links down below. And as you know, when you purchase from Amazon, there are these like stickers on the side. And the reason that is because if you break the seal, you're not able to return the wig, which of course we understand that's important for sanitary reasons. And folks have been known to send back wigs to Amazon that they have tried on, glued, sprayed, and cut off the lace. Of course, the downside to this is if you have a larger head and you end up getting a wig that doesn't fit, then you're stuck with the wig and you also end up losing out on a lot of money. I know some folks aren't in an area in which they could go to a beauty supply store to try on wigs. And a lot of beauty supply stores stopped allowing the trying on of wigs once the pandemic started. So, it's hard out here. Don't worry, I got y'all. Tall Trends is here for the cause. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up so we can get a first glance of how it looks. So let's go ahead and break this seal. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I love the couple of highlights. And then as you can see, it has a bit of a darker root, which I appreciate. I just think it looks more natural. Now, this isn't a yucky texture. It's a bit shiny, but I'm going to see how it looks when I put it on. I'm so in love with the color that, I don't know, maybe the shininess can get a pass. Maybe. So here's the lace. It's not as light as the lace that I see on the wet lace line. At least I don't think so. I think this one has more of a cast or a tint to it. And then if we go on the inside, We have just that small parting space here, and then we have lace right in the front of the hairline. And then this is like a closed mesh cap. I can't remember the cost of this wig. I'm gonna have it down below. But at the end of the day, it was probably between like $40 and $60. I know that's a huge range. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this unit off. If you're interested in the wig that I have on right now, this is the Deep Wave Reshine wig that I got in the custom large cap size. I have two videos on this wig. First is the initial fitting review, and then the next video that I posted for this wig has to do with me adding another bundle of hair, because the density for this wig was 180% density and it wasn't full enough for me. So I went back in and I added a bundle of hair. So that's what the other post is about. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this unit off. All right, right now I would say that it's pretty tight. I'm not very comfortable at the moment, but I haven't cut off the lace yet, so make it a bit closer. Bring everything close. I know I have massive bags, y'all, but one day I'm gonna be rested, okay? Just believe that it'll happen, okay? All right, yeah, the curls in this color are really, really nice. The wig is very lightweight. I'm gonna take off my jacket, but it's feeling a bit weak on the density side. And I don't want to play around with these curls too much because they're set so nice, but it's pretty flat. But we're gonna see if I can, you know, work it out. There's quite a bit of baby hairs going on here. The unit is pre-plucked. It's giving kind of like a pre-pluck look. Y'all know I do not like plucking. I mean, if I really concentrate and take my time, I can, but and it does make the wig look a lot better. But sometimes I just don't want to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut now. Take it off and finish cutting it. Don't be looking at my raggedy braids. I know they need to be done over. I know. I just washed them this morning, so they're looking haggard. All right, I just want to show you what I'm doing right now. The wig stops short on me. So I'm cutting off these like wannabe, you know, temple parts near the ear. So the fit is short and the wig is tight. And I'm going to talk about how tight it is in a minute. But this is where it's coming up to. And so as you can see, I have kind of like all this extra hair right here. I'm going to cut this piece off anyway. Most of your edges is going to be in the way. You can't really glue this down or anything. So for me, this is just in the way. Let's talk about how tight the wig is, okay? I am able to get the wig over my head, but it is not comfortable, okay? The cap stretches well, right? Over my big head, but as we know, this top part has that like lace. So what I'm going to do is just hop off camera really quickly, and I'm going to cut these baby hairs off or down or something, and then I'm going to come right back. And I want to be able to cut this little bit of piece right here that I didn't do a good job on, and I want to take the rest of that off so y'all can see how I kind of make this work. okay? All right, everybody, so I am back and I'm just gonna do a full circle on what I think about the wig and what I did so far. Now, when I'm doing these wig fitting reviews, I don't want to manipulate the wig a lot. I do step off camera to just kind of like cut the lace sometimes and to put like some makeup or tinting spray. Talking about tinting spray, I use a couple of different ones, but this is my main one that I used. Anywho, after I tint the spray on the inside, I will go in with some makeup and a small makeup brush and just kind of tap the inside of this part. And if I have any excess, I take a wet cloth. We say rags in my house, but anywho, I take a wet cloth and I kind of just, you know, wipe off any of the excess. I did not use a comb. I just took my fingers, which I guess are kind of like combs, and I just combed through the hair lightly to puff it out. So back to what I was saying, one of the reasons I don't like to manipulate the wigs too much is because this is a wig fitting review. And I want to tell you if the wig fits, number one. And number two, I kind of want you to see the easiest way you could kind of like put it on and go out in the street. Not everybody wants to tweeze their hairline. Not everybody wants to glue down their wig or spray down their wig. A lot of times we just trying to put on a wig and go. Sometimes we want it to look as realistic as possible and it's great. And other times we just want to look halfway decent, or maybe we're going to throw on a cap with it or something. And I'm cool with just walking outside like this, honestly. I could go in and I might later, right, tweeze this a little bit more, but usually the first couple of wears, I'm not tweezing my wigs. Like I just want to put them on and go outside. And then when I'm in a good mood and I have time, I will lightly tweeze. I don't even do deep tweezing because over time, the wig is going to start like shedding hair off of the closure anyway. And then it's going to start looking thinner quicker. Now, because this wig isn't like a closure wig or a frontal wig, it just has the front piece right here. I mean, we do have lace right at the front where the hairline is. So I want to kind of keep that intact. Now, sizing. When I first put this wig on, let's be straight up. The wig is too small, okay? Now, there is a difference for me in a wig being too tight and cutting short and just overall being too small. I can't stand tight wigs. I can't wear them. I'm not putting myself through that. Now, if a wig stops short, which this wig stops very short, right? We can see, and I can't even like glue that down because I can't really pull it on my head to glue it down. So with this wig, you're not going to be able to glue down anything if your head measures over 24 inches because you don't have any room, right? So as you can see, I have all this hair right here and I still kind of have like lace here. It's kind of an awkward fit because the wig is not a large or X large cap size. It's like a medium. So as much as I love this wig, if it was, you know, a better fit, I would buy it in every color. Because honestly, the hair feels very nice. And after you run your fingers through it, you get kind of this full look if you want a full look, because that's what I wanted. I wanted a full look. So I cut out the elastic bands and now it fits loosely, which I like. I don't have a headache. But I'm going to have to go in with like some bobby pins, or I'm going to have to install some clip combs to keep the wig adhered to my head. Because right now somebody could just pull it off. So I'm probably going to put some clip combs in it, or I can install my own band, right? So you can install your own adjustable band. But as you can see now that I took the band out and the lace is cut off, I can easily put on the wig and there's no like tension. And so I'm just going to show you again where we're at, how short we are. And I could probably even cut off just a little bit more lace right there because it's not like I'm going to be able to glue that down to my head. Now, one thing that I seen I think her name is I Heart Cupcakes. The reason why I get mixed up, I watch her all the time, I love her, is that I get her Instagram name and then her YouTube name mixed up, but I will link her information down below. She actually styles her wigs on camera, and she has a large head size. So I think her head measures 23 inches in circumference, or 23.5. So sometimes she reviews wigs that end up being a small or a medium cap, and her caps will cut short. They'll cut into about here. I've seen some of them. The last review that I seen, she actually kept some of the lace on, and she took some makeup like brown or dark brown, maybe contour or eyeshadow or something, and she patted it into the lace so it could blend in with her hair, and that looked very nice. She does pluck her hairlines, and she will spray down the wig, right? So I would suggest you going over to her page, I'll link it below, and see how she styles her wigs when they're too small, because she's really awesome at making her wigs work, which I love. So this was the initial wig fitting review. Let me know if you want to see how I style my wigs. I am getting better and better at them because I make my own wigs most of the time. I already have like a routine and a really easy way for them to work for me because I'm building the foundation. But when I'm buying pre-made wigs, whether they're human wigs or synthetic wigs, I don't know what kind of lace I'm gonna get. I don't know how tightly ventilated it's gonna be. I'm not sure how well, tinting spray or foundation is gonna work. I'm not sure how far the wig is gonna come down on my head, right? So I'm a little bit inexperienced when it comes to styling my synthetic wigs, but I know if I kind of take my time and do it more, I can find workarounds. And I'll have a separate folder in my YouTube channel. So I'll have wig styling folder, and then I'll have, I think I call it like big head wigs review folder. And then that way, depending on what you're looking for, you'll have the styling versus just the wig fit. Because, some of you might not be interested in the styling the wigs because there's so many YouTubers that's already kind of giving us that wonderful content. So anywho, y'all, this is the loose curly 18-inch by Butta lace. And I would say if you're okay with having to install your own adjustable band or the clip combs, and you're okay with not being able to utilize any of the lace on the wig outside of this parting space, I would say then, yeah, you can go ahead and get it if your head measures 24 to 25 inches. If you're measuring up to 26 inches, I do not recommend this wig. Final thoughts on the hair. Beautiful color. The hair feels wonderful. I don't know how long it's gonna hold up, but this almost feels like human hair. And now that I raked it out with my fingers, I think that the density overall works really well for me, which I'm very excited about. Okay, and I'm just gonna get really close up on the lace one more time so you all can see. All right, YouTube fam, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be rocking this wig after I put in my adjustable band for the next couple of weeks, because I just can't get over the texture of the hair, and I can't get over how beautiful the color on this unit is. And so I'm just going to have to be okay with most of my edges being out, and I'm gonna have to slip them back really well. And I have to be okay with there not being a ton of parting space right here. So if I do go in, which I might later, to pluck a little bit, I can't pluck that much. I did want to give you a heads up on this wig though, because it's probably kind of popular because it's such a nice wig, and maybe you've been thinking about it, and I just told you the truth about it, y'all. So until next time, bye.